for Jen. We're going to aim this down. And we're going a full general for Jen. Wow. Wow, we're getting a full-on circle that needs to be in here. Hopefully you can see this. We're getting a full-on circle this way. This is what's going up. There's something going on. There's I'm getting the word sphere or protected sphere. This is what's going on. These are all the external assets going on around you right now. This is pay attention to these things going on around you. Pay attention to the gifts being offered. It is as if there is this orb of light emanating from you that's big and surrounding you. Where your energetic signature is pulses out further than you know. But this orb of light, particularly in your field, this is what you're coming up and seeing through. Hopefully you can see these pretty well. There's also a little bit of a touch of the Wheel of Fortune. It tells you that anything could change at a moment. Life could do like a tower at a moment. It could also do a change of luck in a moment. And how we perceive our luck to be and how things change really just rapidly is coming through. It's like all of these want to activate, almost like a gear they want to activate right here. So I'm going to hopefully you can see this pretty well. We're starting here with the King of Cups. I want to go 3 in. We're going 3 in on each of these spokes. This is the wildest thing ever, Jen. The King of Cups, how you create your emotional balance and stability, how you navigate through the emotions is huge to you. What does the King of Cups want to tell you? Prepare to be Batman. Quit with the meh, and it's time for you to go forward, but not to go towards battle. This is like you're wanting to either be bored or argue. The King of Cups, there's so much emotion going on around you that people are meh, 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 or argue, argue, argue. You need to be the Page of Pentacles, ready to go forward with this energy that is detached but compassionate nevertheless. How are you investing your emotions in this area around you? How is this area around you affecting your own field emotionally? It's not a time of competition. There might be people competing for your attention. At this time, be very, very aware. Be sure of what it is you want to focus on bringing your gift forward. Detach from get out of the fray, the ruckus, get out of that kind of energy. It feels like almost like an 8 of Wands. You would understand that. An 8 of Wands just bombarded a little bit. And the King of Cups is just happy to be on his own damn island. Like, oh my gosh, I need to just take a little bit of time for relief. This King of Cups going forward is saying balance and detach from the emotions. Doesn't mean completely ignore them. This is what's needing to go on. This feels like this is going on for the next month or so. I don't know what you've got cooking in your summer plans right now, but it feels like it's a little bit overheated. All right, 2 of Pentacles. Still juggling. And using the resources well. We talked about this a little while ago in the collective, about using the resources and using a sense of discernment in how we're using our thoughts and focusing our thoughts and our energetic currency. Why is this important? Wow. Because you can be reckless and like ready to go. Something is like almost feeling like there's a wind at your back trying to push you. You need to slow down. Regain your balance. Hold on to something. Now, it doesn't mean hold on to it in a miser way, but you need to hold on to your balance at the very least. Justice is trying to bring a big karmic lesson in for you, and it's a big one. So when you have that big of a karmic lesson headed your direction, it's not the time when you have to charge in. Okay, yeah, specific for you. Specific. I'm going to angle this up so you can see this later. Specific for you. This isn't the time for you to go in and be riding the right horse for everyone else and go into rescue mode. This is the time where you should just be sitting and not charging in. This is where the balance needs to be struck. This is still feeling like June, July energy. I don't know why it's coming in that way, but that's what's coming in. This is a big lesson for you to not rescue everybody and their damn dog all the time. And this is do what's true to you, do what's helpful to you, do what keeps you focused and on your own path, on your own quest. But slow this horse down. You can still carry the sword. You don't have to brandish it all the time. When we see the Knight of Swords, it's always drawn in. There's blue. There's typically there's blue in the sky. There's thoughts, idealism, ideals that are leading you forward, carrying you forward, pushing you forward enough as it is. There is something to this pacing that needs to be slowed down. Queen of Swords is coming in. This is where I often say, cut the crap, kid. Cut whatever doesn't serve. What is her lesson about fairness? Again, very much the seated stationary position. We have the King of Cups. Usually she's such good friends with the Queen, right? This one, the King. This detachment, both of them have. This one's got compassion. This one's got fairness. It's not the time to let your emotions be taking the lead. No. We're heading towards the end of July here. This is very interesting. The sky changes color. The sky changes. The perspective changes. What else is going on? Ooh, you are learning to put the burden down. The high priestess is entering the house in a new way. Jen! Oh my gosh, I don't know what's coming in the end of July, but something is coming in and it feels like the universe is blasting you either a huge spiritual download or a new spiritual gift that you haven't tried accessing before. I don't know what or why, but you're putting this burden down, trying to figure it out. You've shown your resilience. You're clearer on your boundaries, clearer on how you stand. And the universe is bringing something in new that's a new spiritual lesson for you. I don't know what that's about, but it's so good. I don't know what it's about. That's pretty exciting. Very exciting. You don't always know, but if you're calming down your own stuff so you're not caught in drama all the time, in the drama, you're making more room for this gift to land. I don't know what that's about, but I love it for you. I can't wait to know what that is. You're going to have to keep us posted. You're going to encounter something. Yeah, this feels like you're getting a little bit of the close encounter of the personal kind of learning how your gifts will come in and serve you a little bit better. So that's what I'm getting here with Queen of Swords. And this High Priestess is like much more clear seeing, clear knowing. I'm loving this for you. King of Wands here, coming up. It's like the water wheel. It feels like if you have a mill, and the only reference I can think of is like a really screwy one, but it's like Little House on the Prairie. They had this wheel that was water at the mill. For some reason, the water was what made things go. I don't know what that's about, but the water needs to flow in order for the wheel to move forward. That's what I'm getting as this reference. So let the water do its work so you can lead more effectively. You know when that needs to be in place, and how the emotions can lead, and then the backstage, so to speak, or the behind the scenes type of mechanics kick in a little bit later than that. The Knight of Cups, leading the way with emotion, be on the white horse for yourself, ride for yourself, ride for yourself. This is what I'm getting on here for you. Next thing out, Seven of Pentacles. There's not a reason to be disappointed. The fruits of your labor are coming in strong. And there's lots of things you've been planting. We don't always know the time of the harvest. We don't always know when everything's coming in all at once. And some of it's coming in a little slower. Allow for this time differential to be there too. It's not every gear, like if you think of a clock and all these gears, they're not all going at the same space. One is the minute hand, one is the hour hand. You know what's going on with this. This is just wheels. You're getting all these wheels because the Wheel of Fortune is trying to line up other things in a very synchronistic way. You're getting all of this. Allow it to come in the way it should. One more on that. Queen of Coins. You already know this lesson. This is the Queen of Coins really understanding how to be pragmatic about what's going on. Understanding what's going on in the earth time. And we are in the land of August and September here, absolutely easily in that time frame. This is when things are coming in abundantly more clear. We have the Eight of Pentacles here, the work. So much Pentacles on this one. And this is fall energy. So you're in the back to school mode in a High Priestess kind of lesson. Wow, honey, it feels like this High Priestess lesson that comes in for you. It feels like you thought, okay, you had your High Priestess year or whatever, had your basic spiritual awakening, things were going good, and you kind of got like this plateau, maybe this expectation of, yeah, you're in your groove. But it's not like this plateau and it's the status quo. It's shifting. So all of a sudden, level up. That's what's going on. I don't know how to explain it any plainer than that. So the work that you've put in is now second nature. It doesn't mean you're only an artisan and only skilled at that one gift or that 2 or 3 gifts. There's more coming. You're getting March energy. This is graduations, leveling up is what I just said. This is graduations, weddings, completions, new births, new gifts, new things coming. This is what's coming in, and this is something that's coming in. It's going to be like, this feels like it's going to be lasting the whole year. I'm not sure what's up with that, but that's what's going on. It's crazy good. 8 of Wands. This push energy. You're going to have some of this. You're going to need to throw some things out there. Like you are going to need to throw energy out in a different way and not worry about the return, not worry about where this wand lands. You're meant to be chucking a lot of wands and throwing a lot of fiery inspirations here or there and just let it be. Let it grow when it wants to grow. 9 of Swords. That's the hardest part for you. Okay, 9 of Swords here. What I'm getting is when you throw this out here, you want to know the results. You want to know what's going to happen. If you put the effort in something, you want to see the fruit pop up. Bam, please, if you please. And it's like, no, it's not going to pop up. Bam, please, if you please. This is where, for you, Jen, this is going to be the hardest thing. Because You're going to be doing things, playing with different spiritual gifts, playing in different spiritual sandbox, so to speak, throwing things out, and you'll want to see what are the results. I just planted that seed. That seed's been planted for 4 whole weeks. No, you got to be able to throw it out there and let it be there without necessarily being dependent on the results. Just know that if you get the inspiration to do, to throw, to inspire, to lead, to give, to gift to someone else, that you are planting seeds all along. This is a time where you're planting. And don't worry about what's coming back. This is not the time for you to be in your brain about it. Just get out of your head. Trust the process. Trust the universe. That's such a big ask. Such a big ask. It's hard for us not to know what the outcome's going to be or how it will flow or how the control is going to go. It's so hard for us. It's like, argh! But I've got to know. If I apply 4 cups of water, I'm going to have the pea pods growing out of the garden in 4.5 weeks to the minute. No, that's not how it's going to go. There needs to be a little bit of wildness in the growth too. You're bringing in something hybrid. I don't know what this is. Okay, all right. I'm getting this visual of the sweet peas on the vine in the garden and how you crack it open. And if you were to if you're opening the pea pod, there's things in there that are not just like peas. So there's something hybrid growing on. I don't know what that is about. This is a hybrid thing. This is a gift that you have to do. Okay, Mo's in the house right now, and it's she's showing me, she's drawing on the Post-it. There's this yellow Post-it outline of a pea pod, PP garbanzo bean. It's a hybrid. It's definitely a hybrid. So how you're doing this is hybrid. Mo's saying you know how to do this already. Like if I have my guides come in and I'm channeling and trying going back and forth, that's a kind of like a hybrid channeling thing. Not everybody goes full trance into a channel, blah, 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 blah. Not always do I allow Mo or Nell or any of the guides to speak. Sometimes I'll tell you what they're showing me. Sometimes I'll let them go on through. It's a hybrid. This is what's going on. Hybrid. Okay. We got the Knight of Pentacles going forward with this wheel. And this is the orb all around you. All the gifts all around you. We do have this beautiful tower. Oh, beautiful tower at the end. Oh my gosh. Get out of your head. Get out of your head. Because building it in your head won't work. Building it in your heart is the way to do it. Tower's like way over here towards the end. Just before the King of Cups. That's okay. No big deal. Knight of Pentacles. Prepared. Ready to do the work. There's an experiential thing that you need to have. It's not just watering and taking exactly that cup of water towards the row of the peas in the garden. It's going out there each day and getting the benefits of the sun and the vitamin D, getting the benefits of the fresh air, getting the benefits of being in nature. It helps you feel your way to it. So not just preparing for what's going on, this preparation, this environmental atmosphere around you is already prepared for you to walk out into it. There's a little bit of confusion, a little bit of over-idyllic thinking. The Two of Cups in the partnering. This is something where it needs to calm down how you're preparing. This Two of Cups in the partnering. Let yourself be receptive. The yin-yang in your world needs balance a little bit more outside of you, but this is also the forces around you. Let the yin-yang be a little bit more balanced. We know that when we see yin-yang sign and there's the dots in each of the opposite colors, we know there needs to be a little bit more of a tinge in each one. So this is what we need to be doing. Yeah, Jen, you just started learning trance. Yeah, if you're learning trance and doing trance and allowing that to be through, allow it to be through. If it comes through hybrid, not everybody does it in full-on trance. A lot of people do hybrid or both, but allow yourself to move with it, play with it, experience it. Three of Pentacles. There's a gift and a benefactor, and there's unity and teamwork coming together. It's not just one thing. It feels like resonating with the many is what I'm getting. It's many contributors, many things coming through. Sometimes we see people channel and they'll channel like for a collective or for a group. And I don't know why I'm getting, but you might want to reference or look more about the Pleiades. I don't know what that's about. The Pleiadians, the Pleiades, that's what I'm getting. There's a preparation and a readiness for this. This is why you need to be out and aligned in it and under it. Okay, Ace of Swords. Clarity coming completely on this one. This one barely even needs any kind of clarity on this. I say it barely needs anything. That's because it's repeating what I told you about the King of Cups. Detaching from the emotional outcome and getting the balance. That's the important part. Leaving the contention or the competition or the desire to compete and those things that are competing for your energy all along. Leave those behind. We already did that. We did it right over here. I don't know if if this phone will get down there. But we did it right here. So we need to let that kind of be how it is. The clarity comes when this is balanced and detached. Detaching again from the outcome was what we were saying so strongly here. Building, if you build it based on the outcome, you get the tower. So don't build it based on the outcome. Just know what's liberating and pay attention to the epiphanies. The lightning in this card is more important than the tower itself. The fact that you are understanding how the lightning works. You know how to pay attention to the lightning and not get struck by it, is what I'm seeing. Page of Wands, 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords, 3 of Cups. Moving on, moving past what has been a chapter that you've created. This is preparing you for when this comes down or falls down, this plot twist. It's just going to be a curveball. It's just a detour. This is the one that's usually, and it's my favorite card because it's beautiful beyond there. It feels like you're going to learn how to deal with the lightning strikes. You're going to be learning how to deal with curveballs, building something to a certain point and then building something else to a certain point, and then letting it just kind of be for a bit. In the world of knitting, you have the unfinished projects, the work in progress thing. And that's what they call them, the WIPs, the WIP, the work in progress. This is what it is. There's something that you've been building. It needs to stay stabilized over there for a while. You need to move on, leave it behind for a little bit, celebrate the progress that's come so far, the lessons that you've learned, and you'll go back to it later to add to it or to remodel, redesign, restructure it. But what you've done there is pretty complete there. It's why the tower will be there, because there needs to be an epiphany that's coming through a little bit differently for you. 3 of Cups. Celebrating your tribe is something that you need to be learning, something that you need to be growing. It's not just about using, it's not just all about using the gifts that you can use in the commercial aspect. It's also about connecting, making connections for the tribe. It's why this orb and this sphere is so protective over you right now. You ripple in a big, big way, bigger than you recognize that you do. And it's time for you to be celebrating a little bit of this, celebrating the tribe a little bit more. This is important for you. Page of Wands. Putting messages out there. This is the one that wants to go to the party. This is the one that's excited to go forward, to move forward in a new way and inspire and inspire. This is that spear chucker that throws all those wands, all of that. This is what's going on here. King of Swords energy here. There's a re-entry. There's something about planning strategically. Often this references 3 months. So we were talking June, July, August, September. This is referencing 3 months, and this isn't a wheel of the year. I'm not sure when this King of Swords energy is coming in other than October. It feels like all of October. So you're getting something that feels like seasons. The reference of seasons might be here. Summer, fall, summer, fall. These are the seasons that are going on. What else we got? Yeah, summer, fall, summer, fall. Okay, so we got the Knight of Wands wanting to charge forward, see what's going on, and a little bit raising a little bit of hell. Having to calm down, slow down, you've done, but now you're going to gallop all around the garden, all around everything that you've seen. 8 of Cups here, what you're leaving behind, you're choosing to leave behind, or choosing to leave unfinished, which will about kill you, but leave it where it's at. Pursue something else for a minute, return to it, okay? Fool, new entry, new start. This is what's coming up. It's like this fool is going along, walking along and kicking this sandcastle over, kicking the tower down. I want to see what else is going on with that tower because it's been that potent. Let's see what else is going on. 6 of Swords, the world, of course, the fool, and then the world immediately after. 6 of Swords, holy cow. Leaving the baggage of a certain situation behind. The world coming in big, big, beautiful, and new. Really, really, the world has seen something, and you are advancing. This is a completion of some portion of the trip, of the journey, of the travels, and an invitation to go further, to go pursuing something that might go with it, but not exactly parallel. That is a little bit different angle on it. And then the Queen of Swords comes in again. And we saw this Queen of Swords lessons here, and this is when this High Priestess was popping. We saw this. This is a new grafting of what the spiritual gift is going in for you. And this is the truth. So it's not going to be a painful thing to leave behind. You're going to be absolutely aware of what's going on. You're going to love what's coming in for you. You're going to love what you're seeing. And this is, it's okay to access different spiritual gifts or to be surprised by spirit. You think, oh, this is how it goes. This is how I do it. This is how I do it. And this is my plan. And then, of course, God or the Creator goes, yeah, and here's what we're really doing. And that's what it feels like. The universe is going to surprise your little High Priestess ass. That's what's going on with you. It's clear as can be. You are in this sort of integrity and truth and bringing more on board than you thought you would be bringing on board. A different way of doing than you thought you would be doing. Maybe you thought you'd be slinging cards and doing, you know, some of the mediumship readings and blah, blah, blah. And the universe is like, oh, now that you're open to that, let's let the Pleiadians come in and visit for a little bit and see if you can like do a little bit of star being type channeling or things like this. I have no idea. You're going to know. Yeah. Buckle up, Buttercup is right. That's complete. That's what I've got. This is big. This is how you invite story to move forward, how you let it unfold, and how you get out of your own way as far as the swords and the thinking and the thinking. Again, Mo is like, she's got that Post-it card big and in my face. So it's like yellow Post-it card, this little vine that you would see sweet peas on the vine, and you open it up and it's garbanzo. It's a different kind of thing. You've got to let the hybrid be there, and it's going to rest beautifully there. It's like chickpeas. Garbanzos are chickpeas. That's right. That is what they're called. That's why, okay, think chickpeas. That's what I've got. You are welcome, honey. You are so welcome. What a fun read that was. Holy cow. And I will post that later. That's Jen's